Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. So, day 9 of training camp for the Philadelphia Eagles. We have a preseason game in a few days, guys. A preseason game in a few days. Can't wait. I'm just excited just to let this thing, let's start this. Let's get this going. I want to see what we have competition-wise. I want to see this team play against another team, another jersey, and can't be more excited. But I'm going to go over the injury report. I want to go over, obviously, some injuries, and we got some more injuries today, and some guys are going to be out, and some guys that need to step up. Just go over offense, defense, the same old shebang. Both sides played actually pretty well today, so it was a nice balanced day on both sides, which would be very interesting. So the injury report, here it is. Grant Calcaterra is still out with a hamstring. LaRaven Clark, hamstring. Kenneth Gainwell, hip. Hightower, groin. Kelce is new on the injury report. He's getting some scope surgery in his elbow to clean out excess bone or whatever. This is just more of a health thing for him. It's not because he's injured or something like that or something's really wrong. He didn't need to get it, but obviously taking hits for a lot of years, you get surgery like this. Some excess stuff in your body that you want to get out of your body, and this is the type of surgery that you get. So Kelce's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks, okay? Which means, and the rumor is now that Kelce will not be back until the first game of the season, which we already knew that Kelce's not playing in the preseason games. You know, maybe some of the scrimmages he would have played in when Miami comes to town, but this is a big one for me, but not really a big deal because Cam Jurgens, this is why you draft Cam Jurgens in the second round, and very excited for him to get all the reps. Look, as much as I don't want him to have a redshirt year and want him to at least try to cross-train and compete, you know, I would try to at least with him. I'm pretty happy that he's going to get all the reps with Jeff Stoutland kind of added, you know, in his ear, and I can't really complain. Who do we have behind Cam Jurgens at center? Is Justiga still on the roster? I'm not really sure. I haven't looked that up yet. I don't know if the depth is there, if Kelce is out. But I hope Cam Jurgens, runs away with it, and very excited for him. So that's definitely one we're going to be talking about in the future. We have Jimmy Moreland with the ankle, Boston Scott with the concussion, which Jason Huntley is taking advantage of. I'll talk about that later. And you have Devonta Smith with the groin. It's been 4 days. 4 days he's been out with this groin injury. Is it more serious than what we thought it was going to be? I don't know, but I don't like that he's been out 4 days and not even feeling better yet. So, we'll see. I mean, maybe they're just being extra cautious with Devonta Smith. I'm not really worried about him, not losing time with this offense. I think he'll be totally fine. I'm not worried about it too much. You have Jaquiski Tart out for personal reasons once again. Something must have happened, so hope everything is okay with him. Kerry Vincent has a groin. Greg Ward hurting his chances to at least make this team with a toe injury, and you have John Hightower and Greg Ward still injured at this point. And then Carrick Weekfall has the hamstring. I thought he came back, and I don't know if he was still hurt or he came back and he got hurt again. I'm not really sure, but you got 3 receivers that are hurt right now on top of it. And obviously with the tight end position too, with Calcaterra being gone, Richard Rodgers, Jack Stahl, and Goddard are pretty much your competing guys right now. So I want to go over so the offense did a lot of situational work with the offense, a lot of situational work where they, they'll do like 2-minute offense, or they'll do a situation where it's 4th and 3, or it's a long 3rd down. So a lot of situational type offensive stuff today. So Gardner Minshew threw 2 picks today. So I don't know what's going on with Gardner Minshew, but it's not looking good for him right now. I mean, he has had a pretty bad camp. All right. Like, I think it's going to get better. I always say it's going to get better. It's going to get better. It just seems like it's not. So he threw a pick that was deflected by Kavon Wallace, Davion Taylor with the interception. And then you had another interception by Josiah Scott. Which is interesting. So, by the way, Andre Dillard is back with from the concussion, which is good. I forgot to mention that before. So you have your depth back at left tackle for at least right now. He'll probably be the starter. Malata I didn't see, so I think Dillard may be starting right now. Maybe just doing some specific work on his own. I don't think he's doing any team drills yet, but he is slowly coming back. So very happy for him. Zach Pascal had a catch today, one-hander. And we have to give Pascal a break because he literally just got back a couple days ago, so from the food poisoning. So looking to see more of Zach Pascal in this offense, more work from him. And interesting enough, I mean, as much as our depth at left tackle is very slim when you don't have Jordan Mailata and Dillard on concussions, with Dillard actually coming back today, you have Josh Sills on this roster, okay? I think he was undrafted, but they have, I mean, back in college, he did start all 5 positions, which they've been cross-training him at Eagles camp as well. So, I mean, this is more of a practice squad candidate for the Philadelphia Eagles, but definitely somebody that is more of a project for them that can play all positions in college, but maybe can do that in the NFL. So kind of wanted to throw that in there for Josh Sills because he did get a lot of work with some of these left tackles being out, even at open training camp and a little bit before that. Now, there has been some news about J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and apparently from what the looks of it is, he definitely bulked up, no doubt about it, but he looks really slow. I mean, really slow, guys. I mean, I'm not surprised because I haven't heard one nugget of news that he's done a damn thing this whole entire training camp so far. Okay, Howie Roseman did not justify this pick. He is putting JJ in a lose-lose situation. I don't care how many tight ends you have in that room. JJ can't even beat these tight ends, okay, in competition, obviously, except for Dallas Goedert, even Jack Stahl at this point. So that's the news on JJ so far, and I have him going to be on the practice squad. I feel like he's got nowhere to go. And I feel like they're going to bring in another body at tight end very soon, so we'll see when that happens. Now, Quez had 3 really good catches today, middle of the field from Jalen Hurts. Fantastic. Quez Watkins having a really strong camp. I think one of the most underrated players in this offense. Obviously with A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Dallas Goedert, even with Zach Pascal being in there. Quez Watkins on the number 3 cornerback is going to be something to watch this year. I mean, he's got a lot of confidence that he's the fastest guy on this team, and he's just going to be better. You know what I mean? 647 yards with 2 drops. Missed targets. Okay, I mean, this guy could have had 800 to 1,000 yards last year. I honestly think he could have had 1K last year. No joke. No doubt about it. So, very excited for Quez Watkins. Now, we talked about Jason Huntley very shortly, talking about Boston Scott on the concussions. Now, Jason Huntley, another strong practice today. Maybe trying to make a push on this roster. Now, with Boston Scott being out, he's taking advantage of every opportunity that he's given. Not only as a running back, but as a kick returner as well. They've had Jason Huntley on the kick returns. If Huntley, I don't think they've ever gave Huntley really a big chance because they've always had good competition from him at running back. Huntley should have been on special teams when he got here. Should have. They never put him on special teams. So I want to see him, at least, if he's playing this well, I hope that there's room for him to be a special team or contribute in some way, because apparently he's running blazing fast. I mean, he's looking really good out there. So I'm excited for Jason Huntley, where he's going to go. And AJ Brown had a diving touchdown at the a sideline catch. Slaying coverage, tight coverage, still caught it. A.J. Brown has been the focal point of training camp. He's had the most catches out of every single wide receiver at training camp. And then had another good catch on Bradbury. That was another tight coverage. The tight coverage has been good. Bradbury, strong camp. Slay, of course, a very strong camp. Bradbury has impressed me a lot more than I thought he was going to impress me during this camp. But like I said, it is camp. But even with A.J. Brown making a big catch on Bradbury coming back the next play and deflecting that pass. So the competition has been pretty good. If you guys remember from like maybe 5 days ago when Bradbury from A.J. Brown put Slay, his face mask in the dirt, and just the competition has just been so intriguing to watch every single day between A.J. Brown. And look, I think the plan with Bradbury as of right now is going to be on those bigger receivers, and I feel like because Slay kind of has issues, and with covering those big receivers, and has had bad games because of it. So there could be a different plan going into games with Bradbury being on that bigger receiver, because Bradbury can get very physical, which is good. So I've been really happy about that. Brandon Graham has just had a fantastic camp, and he doesn't care if it's walkthrough. He doesn't care what type of speed that they're doing these plays offensively. Graham goes 300% every single training camp practice. He had a tackle for loss and a strip sack on Jalen Hurts during team drills, which is great. So I think he had a really good day. Davion Taylor with the pick today. So linebackers are playing really good. Nakobe Dean is the second linebacker on the depth chart right now, as we heard. And we heard that Jordan Davis is the second defensive tackle on the depth chart as well, which is really interesting. Is Fletcher Cox panning out? Is he having a better camp? I don't know. But because I can see during the season with Jordan Davis is really panning out to be something better than Cox, if he's playing well, producing better, I could see them moving Jordan Davis up to that first line next to Hargrave, and just imagine what that's going to look like. And even Fletch being next to Milton Williams would probably be a nice balance between mentor and Milton Williams going to his second year, which they'll definitely be moving Milton Williams from defensive tackle to defensive end. They could definitely move him. He's definitely a big move around the trenches type candidate, because he definitely can do it. But really, other than that, guys, that was day 9 of training camp. So some good things to take, and obviously the injury list is kind of piling up a little bit, but this is why we only have 3 preseason games. They did this for a reason, guys, because this is what happens during the off season. And once the regular season comes around, we're going to have to deal with things like this. It's not really anything. There's no really serious injuries. The one that kind of makes me a little nervous is Devonta Smith and his groin, because he's been gone. He's been out for 4 days, and and look, the other side of it is I understand they're just being really cautious. So I can't make a big deal about it at the end of the day, but it is what it is, guys. Let me know what you guys think about day 9, the Eagles training camp, and we'll be back tomorrow with another one. I'll see you guys on the next one. Shake Squad up, follow, so peace out, guys. Peace.